Don't
I
mind
do
you, man.
understand what Reggie's saying, though. I understand what Reggie's saying. There are a lot of people who will like the traditional systems, and there will be a lot of Christians who will be upset if you come up to them talking about Ifa, Shango, Ogun. They won't like that. So I understand where Reggie's coming
I mean,
from.
what it
I
is
think we're
that
back
when
on
you're
now, you
trying to
know.
build something,
Can
I
you
don't know
hear me?
why religions even come into like such
Exactly.
a
Hey, yo, can
an
you hear
issue
me?
when you're. People talk as if they come together and have to pray or evangelize before they start their work. They start working together. I
Hey,
don't
yo,
understand why. Like people always bring it up in these kind of
tell you why.
conversations.
yo, can you
The
hear
only
me?
one that I
I'll give you an
understand.
example. Yeah,
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I think the thing's back on now, you know. I don't know what happened still. My internet had to disconnect it and reconnect it. I think it's back on now
all right.
still.
I'm a duck suit still, yeah. Cause my son's asleep on my chest, and I'm gonna put him down.
Say nothing,
But-
man. Cause yeah, it's 11:15 still. So what's the man I'm saying? Go up to what? Another 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
Cool.
Sure.
Yeah, let me show you something. Yeah, so my family, yeah, we used to work on a radio station called Voice of Africa Radio, yeah, and maybe I've shared this example before. I can't remember, but if I have it, bears repeating still. But they used to have like occasions, yeah, for like Ghana independence, Nigeria independence, or African Liberation Day, different Pan African occasions in it, yeah, and. One of the things that they used to do is because Kwame Nkrumah used to open all state occasions with libation, a Muslim prayer, and a Christian prayer. And so the brothers and sisters tried to institute that kind of vibration at a lot of the occasions of Voice of Africa Radio, yeah. And it became problematic because it got to the point whereby the Muslim people them that were involved were willing to accept Christian prayers. The Christian people them were willing to accept Muslim prayers, but neither of them at one point were willing to accept libation, yeah, being poured. All right. And it got to the point whereby the debate got so hot that no prayers at all were done at the beginning of an occasion. One time, what's it called? It happened. Muslim prayers were done, everybody respected. Christian prayers were done, everybody respected. Libation was being poured, yeah, and people were literally running out of the room. Yeah, literally running out of the room. Yeah, no joke with this. Yeah, so I'm just saying that when it comes to sitting down and having certain conversations, these dynamics do come in certain times. You get me?
But organizations and
I can
movements
imagine.
have been created without religion, though. It is
No,
possible.
I agree.
You've spoken of Burkina Faso, you've spoken of South Africa, the ANC. They've done stuff without relying on religion. So I think, like what Reggie is saying, we don't have to rely on religion, because some people might even go down to an ethnic thing and say, I don't want to work with this guy because this guy's a Jamo, I'm Yoruba. So you know what I mean? There are all kinds of stupidity that's going on.
Yeah,
So
there's
I
tribes.
find it funny that he concentrates on the religious aspect when historically speaking, Africans have gone through the movement and put religion to one side. So I don't know why he.
Which is kind of what I was saying to him. If we're going to focus on the trend of rejection, then we also have
but
to.
the bottom line, I think you guys need to emphasize this to Sarah whenever you meet him, is the Africans don't need Sarah Garvey. Sarah Garvey needs Africa. You get what I'm saying? He's a minority. You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe I agree with Reggie, but yeah, when you say, they can't sit at the table, blood. If you, bruv, you ain't even at the table. What are you talking about, blood? You'd be lucky to sit at the African table. About you know, like that, cuz at the end of the day, these are our uncles, our aunties, and we all gotta respect each other regardless, innit? That's what I'm screaming, innit? Like me, I'm you know already, Shakara, I've been skeptical of, because obviously, you know, there's definitely a narrative, and obviously some of this was obviously propagated by some of the religions, because we know obviously even Christianity, they were burning people at the stakes just for having a difference of an opinion about Christianity, let alone any other faith. You know what I'm saying? Let alone any other faith. You had a different opinion of Christianity, you get burned at a stake at one point in history. Yeah. So we know, so we know that is definitely a part of the thing. But I think sometimes, like obviously, people come across like dons that are, because obviously I do believe there is like a form of what do you call it, dark magic or black, like I don't want to call it black magic or whatever, but there's a wicked thing that a man can study and come and do some evilest stuff. And I think people that, that's what I'm saying. But I think people from the outside though, man, don't know, innit?
Yeah.
Like, and I think it's just that don't know element, and I think sometimes it's that I don't really want to find out, you know, like that.
Yeah, but
so
then
I think that's
right there.
I think that's I think a lot of the time that comes from a sincere place. But I think how people articulate that and how people deal with that, that's what's gonna be the telling point, you know, like that. Because I'm still learning, bro. I'll keep it 100. I don't know about all of that.
No,
you know what I'm saying? I don't know, innit? Like, like all I know is burning fire and. You know what I'm saying? All I know is fire upon Babylon. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I want to understand the ancients and the ancient ways, like Tendai Mari, thanks be unto the Creator. So I see that recognition of the Creator. You know what I'm saying? That recognition of the Creator and giving thanks to the Creator and that humbleness. You know what I'm saying? And that submission. I see that element in many places in African culture, and I'm just trying to understand it more. So I give thanks for the people that can shine the light still.
Shout out to my light, Shaka.
Yes, family, bless.
I'm here, El Capo still himself.
Oh, bless. Yo, Capo.
What go on, my brother?
I'm gonna call you tomorrow, yeah. I need something from you still.
Alright, shout me, my brother.
Yes, King.
I'm there in the Lions Den, you know.
Yeah, are you gonna be at
everything?
What is it? What is it, Shaka?
Are you gonna be at West tomorrow?
Up west.
Yeah.
What's going on down there?
No, I'm just checking if you're gonna be around these sides. But yeah, it's cool. I'll call you. I'll call you.
Just come,
Yeah,
just come back from West still. Just come back from Grove sides.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
Shout me, innit?
Yeah, cool.
Shakara, when you were talking about this movement, I noticed, and this was one of the reasons I ducked out for a while. I keep trying to bring out the South Pacific people, but no one really concentrates on them at all. You know, the Vanuatuans, the Fijians, New Caledonians.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, because I used to try and bring them when I used to be in certain groups, but nobody wanted. Like, I wanted to bring up the referendum that the New Caledonians had, where they were going to vote to remain part of France or to break off.
Spain.
No, so the indigenous people there, the blacks, most of them wanted to vote to not be part of France, but I think they lost the referendum, so they're still part of France.
You mean Spain, bro?
No, it's France that rules over New Caledonia. France.
Oh.
New Caledonia.
Catalina or something.
No, you're talking about Catalonia in Spain. I'm talking about the South Pacific island, New Caledonia. You know where the Melanesians are, the Black Pacific Islanders. Yeah. So we don't talk. Well, I noticed they don't get brought up a lot. The Fijians, the Papua New Guineans.
Yeah.
The discussion's more about West Africa and the Caribbean and North America.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of sad. Really.
It happens. There was a sister who's called Julie, who was over here. In fact, at African Liberation Day. Sorry, fam, my son just woke up again. Sorry.
Are you talking about the woman who was talking about West Papua protesting with them?
No, yeah, at African Liberation Day a few years ago, we had representation from West Papua still. Benny Wenda.
I think she was one of the main organizers with it. You get me?
Yeah, she was.
That's the same. She living in Africa right now, right?
Yeah, Gambia, yeah.
Yeah, I see her making videos on YouTube still.
Yeah.
Because they've been catching hell. The people from West Papua, their land got taken by the Indonesians, and a lot of them have been killed off by the Indonesians.
That's one thing I wanted to talk about in the park, you know, Frank. Enough people talking good about the Indonesians. Even Uncle Omar, I'm going to ask him about that still. I heard enough people talking nicely about how decent they are as people and all of that. But all I remember hearing about Indonesia is that West Papua thing, you get me?
Yeah.
From Benny Wenda, I remember that still, him saying how they're just getting licked down from.
Yeah, the West agrees with them, so they officially recognize West Papua as being part of Indonesia. So when the Papua New Guineans have been killed off by the farmers settling the land, the outcry has been quite small. No one knows about it or hears about it, but it's been going on for years. Since the 90s, they've been taking over that land, killing them off. So it's kind of sad, really. But yeah, I'd like to see more of that being discussed. But I understand most people are coming from a West African Caribbean perspective, so I can understand that. But it'd be nice to hear more.
No, you're correct. Very correct.
what it is.
Yo, you man, I'm gonna duck here. Come on, my son's upset right now.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, respect.
Bless.
Reggie,
Yeah.
Reggie,
Cool. Yeah.
Reggie,
What's happening?
God is
Bless you,
good.
brother.
All the time.
Exactly.
All the time. God is good.
Leon, thanks very much. Reggie, peace. I'm
Thanks,
out.
That was
thanks
a
for
short
coming
one.
on with this, man. You should have come on earlier
That's a
still, because you know man's trying to increase the diversity of opinions in there. You get me?
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to
That's
do,
true.
man.
Witness that. You're one of the people I was mentioning to Leon on another. Yeah, was it when he was doing the BVM video? You know, people like you don't really come on camera and
I
discuss
do,
like.
but I choose what discussions I get involved in. I always speak to Leon every Sunday, and I get involved in
Oh
the
yeah,
politics. Yeah, but I choose my discussions wisely.
Witness is being diplomatic right now. He's being diplomatic with his choice of words. He don't want to talk to morons. That's what he's. That's his thing.
Anyway, I'm out. Good night.
Please.
all right, cool.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if I was making a point. I don't know if it was getting cut, but with the North Africa thing, what I was trying to say is that like there's a diverse amount of opinions amongst Pan Africans. I think the thing that we all stand on is that obviously we want oppression and brutalization to stop. I think we've all got different experiences. So like Kwame Nkrumah, he was married to a Coptic Egyptian lady. So his thing was more the whole of Africa. Then again, you've got definitely schools of thoughts that are more that you had, like, I forgot the name of the person, but Shakara mentioned him. He was arguing with Kwame Nkrumah, more keeping it to sub-Saharan Africa. So it's like
making it more based upon a racial, ethnic type of thing.
100%.
Yeah.
But for me, I can't lie. Like Shakara, I don't agree with Gaddafi on everything, but with certain policies he was pushing, I know why the West and why the Arab League decided to try and get him out, because I know it would have been positive for, or I believe from what I see, it would have been positive for the whole of Africa. And you had a lot of sub-Saharan Africans, leaders and Africans that was willing to support the ideology. So
I heard this is just a theory that he was trying to do. It's not something that is confirmed.
It was a thing, but it was actually in place. That's actually why they made their move, because he was actually making the steps, and he had a lot.
Why did it take so long?
He had a lot.
Why did it take so long?
These things don't happen overnight. But
but I mean, he was in power for a long time. Why did he take so long to
these things don't happen overnight, like I said. But what I'm saying is, it could have taken 10 years. It could have taken him an extra 10 years. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? It's some big stuff. He's talking about putting a satellite for the whole of the African continent, back in the currency with the gold under the ground, United States and Africa politically. And what I'm saying is there's a lot of sub-Saharan Africans that was with that. Now, with Libya right now, as it stands, you understand, then like it's literally impossible, you know what I'm saying? But that portal was definitely induced or encouraged or created or influenced by the West. Like me personally, I've been to quite a few countries in North Africa, funny enough. I've been to Tunisia. It was kind of half and half for me. When I went to Egypt, I probably saw some of the worst racism that I've seen. But when I went, but then like I've got a very good relationship with the Moroccans. Maybe that's because the Moroccans are deeper into Africa and got a kind of the Moroccans have got a big mix of, like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Africans there, a lot of sub-Saharan Africans, and there's a bigger mix there. But I'm saying that there's different people that are going to have different experiences, and that's right across the African continent amongst Pan-Africanism. So like you go amongst some Pan-Africans that will say that, you know, they kind of get on with the Latinos, you know what I'm saying? Then you've got other people that might be more on the Asian continent as allies. Like everyone kind of seems to have different like portals. But I think the main thing that we need to be keeping our eye on is that we want to stop the oppression, not only the oppressions of others to Africans, but the oppression that we're doing to ourselves. So that's like stuff that's going on in South Africa right now, where we ain't got no mouth for the colonizers that are there, but yet they're, you know, hacking up Nigerians and Somalis who are in there just trying to hustle and make a living, even though we still have to understand our South African brothers in the fact that they've never really been giving back their country. So when other men are there eating off their food, they're not even eating yet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think those are very important stuff that we need to look at when we're talking about the unity of Africa. Because I think that's a big discussion.
Mm-hmm. What you saying, Ras? You coming part Sunday?
Yeah. I should be there still. I don't. Yeah, I should be there still. You know, my move kind of.
Yeah, spontaneous.
But yeah. I'll be watching, and I might just. My name too many times, I might turn up like the Candy Man or turn up like Betty.
That's not give you joke, fam. You need to start trailing by Iron Man, fam, and just come if you want to come, rude boy. I remember one time you told me that you saw Ralph. One of the first times Ralph was on the live stream talking something, and he said, "Yo, I had to come out of my bed and come down here for that."
I was in my bed, blood. I'm sitting in my bed right now, yo.
That's give you joke, fam. You need to just come if you want to come, rude boy. I know what man's doing, heavy. What you saying? You had to refute, man. What was he talking about?
He was saying that he's about black power and how Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey got it wrong. He can teach man about black power and then like all of this. You get me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's when Ralph first came out of the Raspect. I can teach you about black power. Reggie is my brother in Christianity. Content over everything. The right must accept Christianity for England to move forward. I'm a patriot. You think you're far right? I'm much more far right than that. I'm much more far right than that, Leon. KKK, I'm much more far right than that. Tommy Robinson, I'm much more far right than that.
Ralph was on there earlier, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about his use of the word nigger, you get me?
Yeah.
Would have been good to come on still. But as I said, man's trying to keep it substance over spectacle. So I'll just let I don't care who it is, fam. I want to know why you think what you think as much as what you think, you get me?
Yeah,
so I want to know the patterns but in your mind so I can just try to work out how best to position myself, you get me?
Yeah.
When it comes to this morals thing, what's right and wrong, you got the voice inside you that tells you what's right and wrong. I genuinely don't believe that everybody is aligned, you get me? Like everybody thinks something like the same thing is right and the same thing is wrong, you get me?
Yeah.
So ain't really trying to hear what man thinks is right or wrong. So I just want to know why you think what you think, you get me?
Yeah.
Leo, you seem to be following.
Say again?
Leo, you seem to be following a similar ethos to BVM.
Black Van Man. In what sense?
Yeah.
Don't compare. Leon
let Reggie speak. Let Reggie speak because I think this is one of the original reasons why I wanted man to come on as well. Still, because I think I heard you say something like that in the comment section.
Yeah, I did.
And my response to that is, why does it matter who I sound like?
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but it's just
why do you think it's necessary to mention that?
Something you said caught my attention. I said, okay, this is a similar ethos to this. Rang a bell with what BVM said. Something about how he went to the he goes to rallies just to find out their opinion without like listening to what other people are saying. You get what I'm saying? And you've come with this. Well, you've actually indicated that before that you've been to rallies before, right?
Yeah.
Even far right rallies and done video.
And I've given the same reason still. But my thing is, you see this, if you see somebody do something or say something that's similar to somebody that's known or infamous for different reasons, but you got the same thing, it's like saying, if you see me doing a painting or something, and you see, and Hitler used to be a painter, so what? Why is that of any interest in it? Unless you're just trying to tarnish man and assassinate man's character. Like I said, I don't think nobody's got a monopoly on the truth, you get me? So everybody's capable of speaking truth. And just because you say something that somebody else is in agreement with, it doesn't mean that you align with them on every other issue, you get me?
True, true. Well, of course, I'm not trying to say you're like you're your own person, innit?
But
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 at
I,
the
kn-
end
I
of the
noticed
day,
that I noticed that
still
you felt the need
He knows what he's
to draw a comparison. So I want to know what's behind the need of drawing that comparison.
I guess that was a bit of trolling as well.
It was a
It
bit
was,
of
it was a bit of
trolling.
trolling.
It was a
Yeah,
bit
it was a
of
bit of
trolling.
trolling, but I did obviously on those points, yeah, I felt like you're quite similar.
Stop stuttering, stop spit it out, blood.
Devil
Well, big up
advocates,
content
innit?
over everything. Content over everything.
From your
As
melody.
unbiased as unbiased can be. At Speakers
There you
Corner,
go.
and respect
So,
and real unbiased, not like fake unbiased. And I've just got to be honest about that. Real unbiased.
well,
Been
that's
at
the thing with Speaker's Corner.
1 minute. Didn't come to the park with a whole bunch of black supremacist quotes on his Twitter and no quotes or anything else. You understand? Or a whole bunch of far right quotes on his Twitter. Come to the park, filmed everyone. You understand? And does his thing. And he's been doing it for 2 years. All of these platforms on YouTube, yeah, have to give thanks for content over everything. You understand? Because big up content over everything because he's his own man and he set the way. If anything, someone sounds like content over everything because he's been saying this online for 2 years and people have been watching it. So if you see anyone saying anything, it's not that content sounds like them, it's that they sound like content and they've been learning from the sensei. Just like Raspect Firelingi, so that's why I kept my cool the other day. You get me? Big up content over everything for that as well. You get me?
Yeah, I mean, I
Some
don't know what he
in
might
the
have
comments
got.
said, pleb enforcement officer said, Hitler also drank water. Hey, so what, man?
Yeah, no one's got a. Yeah, you're right. No one's got a monopoly on the truth or monopoly on these kind of things. But yeah, it is very interesting what he was saying as well about obviously trying to go out there and just hear people's opinions and not going on what people have told him. So yeah, I can respect that point of view, and I feel like some people you do have to be conscious of the fact that a lot of people in the park don't practice what they're preaching. They say one thing. They say they're all about free speech. They say they're all about giving people an opportunity.
Well, this is
and
what
they
this
don't really
is. This
do
is
it,
another
innit?
reason. This is another reason why I believe it's more important to pay attention to the message rather than the messenger. You get me? Because
Yeah.
if somebody is like goes against their own word or is known for being a hypocrite, then who is known for being a hypocrite. But like I said, it don't mean that he's not able to, like, what did they say? A broken clock tells the right time of day twice a day. I mean, 2 times a day. You get me? So you can't write no one off like completely just because you see them do something that you don't like. You get me? Character assassination, like, all of that for me is just like a low level of avoiding truthful arguments or arguments that you believe are truthful. You get me? You see, I put up the period, the Graham's hierarchy of argument, a lot of the time still, because I'm trying to keep it in people's mind on this critical thinking thing, that the main focus when engaging in a discussion is to make the truth apparent. You get me? Like all of the other side shit, like what man looks like, what Usman's done in the past, man's character, attacking arguments that sound similar to his argument. All of these things are all side issues, innit? Designed to just divert you away from the key point that you might not want to actually deal with. You get me? So this is what I'm saying.
You've been doing a lot of studying, man. You've been doing a lot of studying. I see. You must have gone through bare videos, man, and seen patterns.
It's just a natural thing for me still. It's a natural thing for me. I'm just observing.
Yeah, right,
I like to
you
think
can't
I'm
tell
observing.
Nah.
It's not even a complicated thing still. It's just wanting to know the truth and not accepting no bullshit in it. Like, it's just discipline. Obviously, like I said, when I was in school, when I was a teenager and all of that, and I used to be in school, I was the dissing champion. Like, I was top rank. No one couldn't diss me as much as I could diss them and make them want to fight me. You get me? So I already, like, for me, it's boring, innit? I've already conquered that area there. So when I come to this Speaker's Corner thing, like, after that, not even Speaker's Corner, way before that, you get me? Man was just more, like, cool, let me keep my mouth shut, cause I really come to realize that more time, the people who speak the most have got the least of substance to say, you get me? So let me just keep my mouth shut and just be more observant and see how people behave. And this is what I noticed as well, next thing. see when you do shut your mouth and don't say nothing, and especially when you got a voice, you sound like mine, and you sound like you're a role man and you look like a role man. When people believe through their own reasoning, I ain't trying to convince people otherwise, but when people believe that you're unintelligent, or when people don't see you as a threat, shall I say, they're more open with you and they're more willing to show you who they are, you get me? Because they don't recognize you as a threat or nothing like that. I like knowing who people are, you get me? So
Yeah.
it's like I developed that I just keep that as a strategy in life in general, you get me? It's best to not just say nothing, just let life play out however it plays out, and you're more likely to see people's true self, you get me? And if you ain't got nothing to hide, then you ain't got nothing to fear, you get me? So that's what it is.
True.
Sometimes you just gotta prepare to be offended, you get me?
Go on,
You know, like that.
Go
That's
on.
what it is.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? I call him sensei because the wisdom flow like water. That's why it's wavy gang right there, you get me? Yeah, wavy gang. We got my brother still.
Go on.
Yeah, man, just been all day making 1-2 moves, but I'm gonna chat to you differently anyway.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'm gonna be on the road as well. Still, I'm a down man in still. 'Cause I don't know what you're doing. If you're about, you might can jump in. You get me? I'm gonna be on the road tomorrow. I'm gonna down man in still. I left my phone somewhere though, man. So right now I need to go skirt over there and get that still so I can organize. But yeah, tomorrow I'm looking to be active on the road still. So hopefully I can link, man. You get me? But yeah. Respect for coming on the panel. Everybody that came on. Respect for Reggie,
When's the next show, bro?
I don't even know, you know. Cause it was a spontaneous thing today still, but man is trying to make it more frequent. But I don't want people to get tired of man early, you get me, sir? I'm gonna space them out.
But you gotta do a topic, man. You gotta like, if you give people, this is my advice, yeah. If you give people like a heads up, pick a topic, keep it within a reasonable time frame. I think that you can get like quality and substance, you know, over just chatting. You get what I'm saying? Then people can do some research and come with all the facts. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, you still,
that's
definitely, like, man definitely wants substance over spectacle, you get me? Even if it's just, like the other day on the Talk the Things Them channel, because it's a new channel, I had like, at one point I had one person or two person. Even if it's just like I'm on a phone call with someone, you get me? I'd rather make sure that what man's talking is something that I believe is sensible, at least, you get me? Something that I believe is going to be beneficial. Because, you know, you can feed your belly junk food, and you can feed your belly something healthy that has a good effect on your body, you get me? It's the same with your mind, you get me? You can feast off a junk food in your brain and sit down and chew on people's business all day. No shade, but shade if it's who the cat fit, you get me? But then you can fill your mind with useful knowledge, you get me? That's gonna help you to navigate through life more accurately, you get me? And make more well-informed decisions with your life, you get me, sir? That's the type of that's the direction that I want to go with this platform, you get me, in general.
It's needed. I know Shaker, obviously, you know, like you got Big Brother, you got EastEnders, you got
and fam, there's something to learn from all of them, you know, even them shows there, you know. Really and truly, it depends on. Sorry, fam, let me just quickly get this in. Really and truly, it depends on the person who's observing. You get me? Because we could all be looking at the same thing, but one of us is just looking to get instant gratification and a laugh off of people's misfortunes or whatever, and the next one might be watching the watcher to see how people are responding to what they're watching. You get me? So really and truly, it's all really and truly based upon what the person's taking from what they're witnessing. You get me? There's I believe like there's always something to learn that's beneficial. You get me? Even of the most seemingly trivial things. You get me?
For everything as well, you know, like that. There's spaces for jokes. There's spaces for games.
Yeah.
There's space. You know what I'm saying? There's spaces for football reviews, like what Benny's doing. Like I feel like has got their own little sauce. Like my thing, you know my thing already. Pasta, you get me? I love to come over here and get the icon, and you get me. So it's like, you know what I'm saying. And then obviously you got 9 Ether with the rice and peas. Are you correct, Sid? You get me? Like you got so much different elements to the thing. And yeah, it's all needed, man. And I love this element still. That's why when I come on here, I try not to bring my foolishness. You get me? And just try.
I know it's on your best behavior still.
I try to keep on code. You get me? But man, I'm still right away.
Nah, cause you got bit. Even when you're on your own thing, like no one can't match your passion level. You get me? When you're on your thing and you're passionate, it's like fireworks. You get me? It's definitely a sight to be seen, and to be taken back by. You get me? And you do got a lot of substance as well. Certain time, you get me? Sometimes you're on a joke thing, so you ain't gonna front. Sometimes you're on an actor, you get me? But you're willing to admit that still. So I can't do nothing about rate that. You get me? But when you're ready, fam, and you're dedicated to your thing, you got powers, man. You move people. You get me? Like especially on this gang thing, like the videos that I was running in the background. None of them wouldn't happen. Like you use the nucleus of all of that. You get me? Like the nucleus. Like everything was like the energies that you provide. It motivates people. You get me? It's just the direction. Man need to make sure that man's putting it in a way that it's gonna be like that you yourself are gonna be proud of it tomorrow when you wake up. You get me?
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Nah, I love the weekend still. The weekend kind of brought man a real good energy. You get me? That whole weekend. I wish you was there at the Croydon thing as well, blood. I wish you was there.
I'm bugged still.
Hey, Sarah was there.
Ain't giving up on the reconciliation of you and Sarah neither yet still. Ain't giving up on that still. Ain't giving up on that still.
For me, I'm just here for my peoples. You get me? That are here for my peoples. You get me? So if you're religious or you're not religious, and if you're religious and you can't respect the people that ain't religious, or you're not religious and you can't respect the people that are religious, I got no time for you at all. You know, like that. My name's Raspect Fire Binky.
Leo, why are you not giving up, man?
Because every day we got the opportunity to make changes towards the right direction. You get me?
Outside of that, outside of those within our community, say if like someone's got a white partner, the people that
someone's in the comments, man, said please don't attempt it.
Listen. See, when the gang came together, we came together regardless of our political or spiritual differences. That's why you didn't see a lot of men that wanted to debate in the park, like even take part in the G Circle. Cause it was about solidarity, you know, like that. And my thing is the people that are that disrespect our brothers, that are disrespect black women. You know, the brothers in interracial relationships that disrespect black women. Don't forget fire. You know what I'm saying? But also, man, don't like when people are.
But there was enough man who was in relationships that was still in the G Circle, though. Still.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying that I'm willing to build with all of my people that are willing to respect each other's different politics and religions. From you can do that, I can build all the way to Zion and back. You get me? Mm-hmm. But if that is your stance, then I'm not with you. You know, like that, because what you're gonna be is you're gonna be a poison in the community. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be a hindrance rather than an elevation. And me, I'm on this, you know, for the long run. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So
here's my argument without trying to go too much into it. It's like if man's got similar destinations, like final destinations, but obviously man's got different ideas of the path to take, then check Reggie laughing, you know.
No, just the message, the last comment.
All I'm saying is I believe like enough of us are doing different things in different locations, but we need to network in it. Like there needs to be, in order for that to happen, there needs to be some overheads that see the bigger picture, you get me? And that see that even though we might, like the left hand and the right hand look like they're going in two different directions, but they're attached to the same body, you get me? And they all got their different role to play. So if it was just the left and the right hand, they probably look at each other and start beefing, you get me?
Yeah.
No, but the brain recognizes that it's connected to the same body and it's working for the brain, you get me? And the brain's going to work in the best interest because the brain don't want its hands to get chopped off. So the brain's going to work in the best interest of that hand as well, you get me?
No, that can work, but that can't work without respect. That's why my name is Raspect, you get me? Because it literally can't work. So for the right hand and the left hand...
Sometimes you need to change your name. Sometimes you need to change your name to disrespect those still. Can you do this now, man?
Yeah.
But can't you work with people that you don't respect?
Those who respect.
No, you don't have to directly. You don't have. Ain't seen the usual suspects. Kaiser Souza. Yeah, bare man working for him that didn't even know that they didn't even know that he exists, fam. So
Yeah,
so
but
they
that's
can
like-
work together, but they don't have to know that they work together. It's basically what I'm saying.
I know, no, but if I know you exist and I know you're cussing Selassie, you understand? It's gonna be a problem, fam. You know what I'm saying? Same way I'm not trying to cuss whatever you want to, you get me? So
But you're
what I'm
making
trying
the
to
same
say-
argument as,
Yeah.
what I'm
Someone's
saying
looking
is,
at you know, fam. Mad thing.
there's enough people out there that live with the normal respect that in my community. You see, that's why the other day at the event, you understand? I can't lie, I gotta say it. Sarah was shamed.
here we go.
Our community, well, this Reggie, you can say here we go, but even this argument is in defense of you. So just chill out a little bit. Well, not you because you're not a real Christian. Anyway.
You see, I see that video still that you was talking about. What you saying that because from my understanding of what Sarah was saying, he weren't saying that it's God's fault. He was saying it's man's fault because they believe in God and God don't exist.
Yeah.
So he weren't necessarily saying that it's God's fault.
He said it's man's. He said a statement that I agree with. He said it's God's. It's our fault. We believe in a white Jesus to come out the sky who ain't coming. Yeah, and I agree with that statement. There ain't no white Jesus that's gonna come out the sky. Yeah, but at the same time,
I know what color Jesus.
1 minute. No, that's what he said.
Yeah, but you're saying you agree with that. I'm saying, how do you know what color Jesus is?
I'm agreeing with the fact that I'm agreeing with the fact that if anyone is waiting for a white Jesus to come out the sky, then there's a problem. But
Why? What's wrong with white Jesus?
1 minute. I brought my mum on the stream the other day to address his point as a black Christian woman.
Mad
yeah. I brought my mum on to address his point as a black Christian woman.
Big up Mama Raspect.
I
said big up Mama Raspect.
Come on. And my mum said that he was waiting for a white God to come out the sky. You know what I'm saying? So when he was a Christian, he was waiting for a white God to come out the sky. And now he's superimposing his own Christian beliefs on other black people. My mum says she doesn't believe that. And there's a plethora of Christians that don't believe what he's saying. So what I'm saying is, when the actual argument that got pushed forward, remember, red pill and blue pill, they don't ideologically believe in the Abrahamic faiths. Yeah. Most of the room, didn't actually believe in the Abrahamic faiths. In ideology, they was with Sarah to some degree. Not most of them, maybe half, because it's always half and half. So half of them in ideology was with Sarah. But in essence, in reality, in what's being said, the people then was with me. You know why? Because I'm talking about love and respect in our community. You understand? And the majority of our community is on a love and respect thing.
But I don't think the people was with you and against Sarah though.
No, I think
they like what Sarah was saying and they like what you were saying. But you got something with Sarah, so you're trying to amplify the you versus him thing.
Bro, you can watch the video. Red pill and blue pill did not react to what Sarah said. They didn't react, even though ideologically they might be closer. They didn't react. You understand? This is what someone else pointed out to me.
To what? Him saying that waiting for a white Jesus to come out of the sky.
There was no response from them in it. Like they didn't react.
So what's that mean? What's that mean? They don't agree with it.
I was just saying they didn't react in it. That's an observation.
That's what I'm saying. But you, like I said, you got passion in it when you're talking your thing. So it might be the passion that they're responding to. That,
but to be fair,
they might agree. What I'm saying through my understanding of the pills. Sorry, let me just quickly get this out. Through my understanding of the pills, them man ain't on this Abrahamic religion thing neither, you get me? So anyone who they licking out against it, they're probably going to be in agreement with it, you get me? But if it's a thing of that they reacted when you were saying your thing and they didn't react when somebody else was saying something that theoretically they agree with, then I would say it doesn't necessarily mean that they don't agree with my man, but them giving a reaction to your thing, like you was moving the whole audience to get me.
Bro,
but Leon, it's like it's
bro.
Let Ras respond. And, I don't really like chewing on man's name, when man in, obviously man's in the chat still, but man ain't on the panel still. I don't really like chatting man still, so
all right,
I'm gonna try to wrap it real quick, you get me? But yeah, go on, respond to him.
But what I'm saying is, they do agree with my man. You know, like that. That's my whole point. Like, but more than they agree, more than they have critiques of the Abrahamic faith, they know that the unity of our people,
we mean the same thing like what Shakara was saying.
On us all respecting each other. That's what it relies on. You can't talk about unity without respect, it's not going to happen. So I would rather lose every single, even if it was you, Leon, if you wanted to, if that's how, like, it doesn't matter who it was, I'd rather lose all the disrespectful people that along the way are going to make the journey harder, and move with, even if it's 5 people that understand the ethos of love and respect, because those are the foundations that you build a house. Yeah, the Bible says to build your house on the rock, not on the sand. Yeah,
So we say there's certain people that you believe are beyond reconciliation.
100%.
Nah.
100%. For me personally, you see me, fam. I'm a free strike don. Yeah, I'm a free strike don. So you see, I'm just gonna try to keep it. I'm gonna keep it quick. I'm gonna try to keep it You see me, the
Yeah,
first
man, trying to
strike.
chew on man's name for too long. You hear me? I feel funny.
As you know, Leon, the first strike, where man comes from, the gay for painting. That's a big thing.
I'm saying. I cool, man. I hear you still.
No,
Ain't trying to go.
I
Ain't trying to go into it. I don't want to chew on man's name.
I promise, I'm not gonna go into it. But I'm just saying, for us already, to be connected to that is already a big thing. Secondly, the Abrahamic faith thing. When I go to North London and I'm with young spraying them and on the block, them and I'm Muslims. Yeah. When I go to South London and I'm with all shacks in them, man, them and I'm Muslims. When I go to West London, Northwest London, and I'm with my Somali brothers, them and I'm
Muslims. I wanted to talk to you about as well, you know.
So no, but what I'm saying is, yeah, that anything that I'm representing or anyone I'm representing has to be able to go to all of these places, yeah, all of these areas, and be able to speak their truth, and us to be able to leave in one piece.
I know what I'm saying, Russ. On a quick note,
One minute, bro. Because you know my thing is like, fam. Can I just give me a minute, Leon, please?
Do your thing.
Yeah, like, you know, man's thing. Man's thing is man's community. Yeah, man's thing has got nothing to do with Tommy Robinson on the far right or any of them guys there. So my thing is, the second thing is the Abrahamic faiths. Yeah, that there is a salty moment. So you got the first thing, the Abrahamic faiths, and then the Tommy and the far right thing. For me, that seals up a deal, like, personally. And obviously, everyone can take their position. I never say, oh, you can't be friends with this one or that one. I know that everyone's, you get me. And I'm going to talk about it on my stream as well, because there's a lot of people that, because one person is not friends with another person, they're angry at the other person for not being friends with them. And it's like, you can't do that in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has to respect everyone's positions. At the same time, you know what I'm saying? My position is definitely predicated on me really analyzing the situation and saying, yo, what's good for man and what's bad for man. And I just think certain things are just bad for man. And that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, what I wanted to say, when you started reeling off the rappers, them who like you said, man won't be able to go over there and all of these things. Because the other day I done a show with Shakira and a couple of them and them, and man was talking about, I was saying, raw, see man who rap, not even rap about, who glorify. Let me say glorify. And I want to highlight that word there, glorify, exalt, advertise, promote, glamorize. The fuckery lifestyle that's fucking us up. I'm looking, and they've come from that themselves. I'm looking at them like they're sellouts still. I'm looking at man like man, and if they're doing it for P, furthermore, they're trying to make a food by glorifying music that's detrimental, that's having a detrimental effect on the people them that they're coming from. I'm looking at man like man selling out. To me, that's the definition of selling out still. What are you saying to that?
I think that if I was
what happened to them man getting strikes? They don't get no free strike policy neither.
I think when we're looking at the thing, yeah, and this is just me, one, being an artist, yeah, you coming from a position of not being an artist, I understand. The parents,
I used to be an artist back in the day, you know, I got lyrics and all.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is being an artist already, yeah, there's an understanding that I've got for all of the artists then when it comes to expression. But me, I would be a sellout if I was doing that, because of my level of knowledge, because of my experiences. I know that I would be a sellout. So I make a music that is to try and inspire brothers that are in that same struggle to maybe see another way. At the same time, I understand that the little brothers and even big brothers, some of our big brothers are still little brothers. Them man are really lost, you know, like that man, them are really lost out here. So for me, I can rather than calling man a sellout. I don't know if man's a sellout.
As lost as them man are, fam, they know how to find their way to the money, you know, fam. Enough of them got more. Enough of them are doing better than man. You get me?
That's not even, bro. It's like, see the music. The music thing's not even like that. Man just man are just there writing lyrics. It's not like man saying, oh yeah, man wanna sell out, man just there writing lyrics, and then over time.
What I'm saying. Alright, cool. Enough of them man them used to be shot.
1 minute, bro.
Go on.
Let me just break it down, car. The young teens are just writing bars, of their experiences. Yeah, they're not expecting to blow. They're not expecting.
That's what I'm saying, fam. I was specific. I didn't say. What I'm saying. See this journalism thing. Bob Marley was a journalist. He used to make bare music about the fuck you that's happening on the road, like he's telling his life, political violence and all these things. Mo Steph and them man are journalists. Them man tell you what happens in their ends. Public Enemy, them man are journalists. Them man tell you what happens in their ends. See, NWA, them man are billboard advertisements. Run DMC, even with the Adidas and all that. Them man are billboard advertisements. Enough man on the road nowadays who's like I said, glorifying and glamorizing a lifestyle and material possessions and womanizing and all of these things. Them man are billboard advertisement, corporate advertisements, fam. So I'm not looking at them as they're just telling their story.
I think this comes back to what we was just talking about. My mission is to reach my community. And I know that a lot of these people, if you might think they're a sellout, but I know that a lot of my brothers, when I sat down with Scraps, when I sit down with Young Spray, when I sit down with these same brothers, they're just normal brothers who are trying to make music, trying to get through. And they want to see positive, but they get caught up in the negative. That's why certain men are going in jail right now. So I see these real people. I don't see the artists. You don't see the artists. Me and Danny.
You pairing me with fam. I'm talking about myself.
I'm talking about everyone. Everyone like that watches them. They see the artists.
Okay.
Like as in they see him on YouTube. Like I link these people. I see their struggles. I see what's going on. I've been in the studio with most of them, or I've linked man in some form of conflict resolution. So for me, I believe that them brothers there, if we can reach them, are the keys to what I'm talking about, which is why I don't really want to affiliate with anyone that's going to mess up that. Because once we get to the artist and we actually speak to the artist, we create that relationship, and we've got artists from every end on the same message as us. That is how we reach the masses of the youth. That is probably the best way. I don't want to be talking about. I don't talk about this because I feel like this is not something to be spoken in public. This is something just to be executed. But you're kind of drawing me out right now.
It's a draw out thing still. Okay, what I'm saying. You're gone.
My strategical thing is how's man going to reach the youths? And for me, all of the artists, until they show man otherwise. You see when man makes the move, Leon, and man hollers everyone, and we see certain man ignore the thing. That's when I can really point out, man, and I can say, you know what, my man, he's a sellout. But until I've done something.
So what's the definition of a sellout to you, though? How do you define a sellout? Because like I said, to me, fam, I was gonna go into the deeper definition. See, enough man are coming from the road as ex-shotters, ex-robbers, or whatever it is, and they still got brethren who are still keeping up the same fuckery on the road, but these man are rapping about the methods what they use to transport drugs, the methods that they use to launder money. Them man are rapping about it while their other brethren or people that they don't know are still living the same lifestyle, innit? So that's dry snitching as well, fam. That ain't dry snitching.
What is dry snitching? Well, it's not dry snitching. It depends, innit? Because it's like, it depends. If a man's moved
if I'm telling you how I used to get in kilos in through customs a certain way, and my brethren still doing it that same way, I'm looking at like that. That's snitching, fam.
Bro, like me, I came up on like Jay-Z, Nas, Ransom. I came up with Mandem Styles P, Mandem telling the story, innit? And this is just man's life, innit? Man can't, so I can't really call man.
That's what I'm saying. This is why I call it a sellout thing, fam. Alright, cool. And ain't man even trying to this man or nothing still, but this is why I'm calling it a sellout thing. It's because the rule when you're actually on the street and you're not making music, the number one rule or one of the main rules is to don't make nobody know your business that ain't doing it with you, innit? Yeah. So The moment that somebody offers you money, whether it's police as an informant or a record label as a payment in order to explain what you've been doing, I'm looking at it like, right, man, selling out the thing, innit? Because you know the order already from you're supposed to be silent. I'm not hearing about your crimes every day and I'm not committing them with you.
You know what, bro? You're getting it wrong. You know why you're getting it wrong? Because when Lowski and them man was writing their bars, or when Crazy Titch was writing his bars, that's why I'm saying I'm coming from an artist perspective. When man's writing man's bars, man's not thinking about selling out. Man's not thinking about no white man.
I'm not saying that man is thinking about selling out, you know, fam. But I'm saying man's actually selling out.
No, but bro, I'm saying that man's not thinking about that. Man's writing down what's on man's mind. Yeah, whatever it is that's on man's mind, man's writing it down. This is where some of our youths are at. And I just don't think we're going to reach them by calling them sellouts. I think that is going to be I think that will make me split from you. Not a split from you on a thing, but ideologically, if you was coming to the ends, if you was going to a meeting and then you're calling, if that's how you're referring to them, man, I don't think that's an honest way to even describe them. I'll keep it 100.
But what I'm saying, but I'm not saying that I'm necessarily gonna go and run up on man and call man a sellout, you know.
And I can understand it, but not our brothers that are on the road.
No. I think there are. No, you know what? Let me tell you the truth, Leon. There are sellouts. 6ix9ine Tekashi is a sellout.
Why is he different to any of them?
I've got it on lock. There's certain man that are out here for the fame, and there's certain man that are out here because of the pain. Yeah, and the man them that are out here for the fame, every single one of them is a sellout. Yeah, the man them that are just creating clout over beef and all of that, just like 6ix9ine Tekashi, them man are sellouts, you get me? But the man them that are out here for because of the pain, like Styles P, like Ransom, like Nipsey Hussle, them man are real, fam, yeah?
Few and far between.
You get me? And them man are telling our story, bro. Yeah, and sometimes you gotta hear all that cruddy shit that's going on for you to know there needs to be a change in the community.
That's what I'm saying now. You're remixing. No, you're remixing my argument, fam. My argument isn't that you shouldn't air. My argument isn't that you shouldn't air what their life is like, you know, fam. My argument is that there's a difference between explaining what your life's like and glorifying and advertising and glamorizing a lifestyle, fam. There's a big difference, you know, fam. And I'm specifically talking about the man them who glorify, glamorize and advertise and promote, especially businesses that we don't own as well, fam. I'm telling you about this designer and that designer, that man that ain't got no connection to the money that they make. Don't go back into the place where they're spending the most money with them. Man are glorifying and glamorizing and encouraging a lifestyle that, like I said, is detrimental when it's put in practice, fam. Man are killing each other and rapping about it in a glamorizing way. Man lick down that pack, man got this pack. You know, there's, like I said, fam, there's a difference between that, a man telling his life in a glorified way to glamorize it and say, look at me, this is a good thing, versus a man saying, all right, boom. Right now, there's been X amount of murders in my ends, and police is doing X, Y, Z to contribute to it. These men are doing X, Y, Z to contribute to it, and shit needs to stop. There's a difference, you get me? Like, that man there is telling his life, you get me? The next man there is promoting and glamorizing and glorifying a lifestyle that's detrimental, fam. So why is man getting a pass?
Like me, I'm giving no one a pass. Like I say, that's very sometimes that can be subjective. Yeah. So where is the line between a man glorifying and a man thinking? Now there's elements. There's elements to this thing that of the drill thing, for example, where man's talking about man's dead friends, when man's mocking man's crying mothers, all of that is sellout behavior, you know, like that. Man fully condemn that to the highest. But I don't know if I can say that right across the board, because you have got dons, that's what I'm saying. You have got man them out here that are spitting rugged, but it's real blood. Yeah, it's real. So it's like some people would put that person in the same branch as the other people. Anyone out here for this fame, for this clout, I don't like none of them. But for me, Leon, my main thing is to spit bars and show the youths another way. Rather than talk to them and call them sellouts and have the conversation, my thing is to let my lyrics, let my mixtapes, let my music videos be an example that shows them a different way. You know what I'm saying? And shows them, look, you can rap about this, and you can still sound good. Because right now, yeah, amongst the conscious music and conscious musicians, yeah, there's not really a platform, bro. So it's like the youth.
Cool. I got.
Yeah, go on.
Let's speak to this guy. Yeah. Well, go on, my brother. You good, yeah?
Respect.
Just a quick.
Who's that?
It's Capo, innit? Capo. Well, go on,
respect, brother.
Good, yeah. Like, it's just a quick thing, innit? I feel like, say, you two are both coming from different perspectives, innit? Like, and your arguments are two different kind of things. But I understand exactly what you're saying, but I understand what Raspect's saying. Raspect's kind of coming on the defensive kind of tip for the musicians, but he doesn't need to defend it because that's not what you're really trying to say. I feel like, say, what you are trying to say, it goes back down to NWA. You see, from when that whole pattern got laid out, from commercializing this whole hip-hop thing, from getting sponsorships and branding, not talking certain words just because you want to get some more millions on the side, it really starts from that era right there, my G. And you see what else as well it is? I see it like, say, you see us in the UK, only up until, not even only up until now, like we've always had it, but it's a follow fashion thing, innit? We really are kind of going off the back of what's going on in the States, innit?
It's a joke thing, man.
Yeah, but we're just adding our own little British sprinkle on it. You feel me? That British sprinkle is powerful, don't even get me wrong. But when you're talking about the consciousness, I swear down, before that conscious rap even sounds even appealing to the youth, then, yeah, there has to be a movement. There has to be something else that looks appealing to them.
All right then. And this is what I'm saying, because this is what I was about to say. Me, when I was a youth man, fam, the thing that I used to like the reason I used to love the road or admire people on the road is because the level of defiance and the determination to do things their own way. That's what used to attract me to like as looking up to father figures and manly figures. I had my father in my life still, so it wasn't necessarily who's keeping up badness, you know, fam. I went never on the road trying to be a bad man. You get me? It was more of a thing of raw. Them and they are doing what they want to do in it, and no one ain't telling them nothing in it. So I'm saying now, it's incumbent on the people them that, and I'm including myself in this thing still. It's incumbent upon the people them that believe that they have a better way for the youth them that's coming up behind them to take that same energy that they was inspired by, the aggression and the uncompromising behavior and the willingness to see that their way of life exists regardless of any opposition to it.
Leon,
to do the thing, fam. No, it's not a back down thing, fam. If man's on a back down thing and trying to appease people who don't rate, this is what I'm saying, fam. If you really go and listen to the lyrics, what man's saying, man are telling you about what they want to do with your gal, you know, fam. How they want to dig out your baby mother, fam.
Yeah.
Imagine that, fam. I'm supposed to there as a fan listening to that and say, yeah, you man are supposed to make that music. That's a good thing, you know, fam. I understand you need to make a change. You're crazy, fam. I'm looking at man like you take a man for a dickhead, fam. I'm a dickhead. I'm gonna be sitting there and bobbing my head to man telling me about what you're gonna do to my baby mother, fam. You're an idiot. Yeah. Fam, that's mashing up the community, fam, because all that's doing is making breeding up bare gal on the road, and nobody don't want to wife the gal them because they're all hoes, and then they're producing the youths them that we see right now. That's the stabbing each other, fam.
Leon. What we're talking about
have to look out against that, man.
1 minute. What we're talking about here is how do we change that, innit? And what we're talking about is two different approaches to changing it. You're gonna talk and lick out against it, but your words might not change them. Yeah, your words might change half of them. Yeah, but there's a next half that just seeing Raspect spit his bars alone. Raspect doesn't have to lick out against them, you know, fam. Raspect spits his bars and you'll get hard ads coming his DM saying, yo, fam, I really rate that bar. Now, hard ads is one of the man that making the other music. But yet, if me being the example, that's how I believe that I'm gonna reach most of my brothers, you know, like that, in them scenarios. And I know that my music has definitely touched a lot of brothers in these places and inspired them to do different things. And as man elevates and does my thing, like, you know, them ones there where you can talk about a next man's thing, or you can just do the thing. I can just do the thing and do the thing. I'm not even talking on that because as an artist, Leon, that's what I said. As an artist, it can come across as hating when the conscious artists get onto the other man sometimes. It can come across like man sour that man ain't
you know I love that. You know why I love that. You know why I love that. Because if a hater, like I said, if you listen to our man's lyrics, that's telling you that he's gonna bore you up, and he's gonna spit in your mother's face, and he's gonna trip over your little you, and he's gonna rob your mother when she's taking that cash point, and he's gonna dig out your baby mother. If anybody like that calls me a hater for telling man he's chatting shit, then what? All I can do is laugh at man, fam. All I can do is laugh at man. You think I'm worried about being called a hater, fam? You're pussy, fam. So what?
You're not understanding what man's saying. Rather than actually talk to man and talk about man, man can be the thing that makes man change. Man can be the thing so man can see the thing.
Yeah.
The youths can see it. Man hasn't even said nothing. It's just like for me, fam, when I talk about people doing their dawah, yeah, I say, man, are trying to convert, man, asking for shahadas, trying to tell man to become a Christian. But you see, if you just carry yourself in a certain way, people will want to know what you're on. People will want to roll how you roll. And that's what I'm talking about with the youth. I ain't trying to be that guy.
That's what I'm talking about.
I ain't trying to be I ain't trying to be the preachy uncle on the block personally. I'm trying to be that guy that the youth see and they say, yo, I want to do it how Ras is doing it. Like, that's what I want to be. I want to be an example. And to the question in the comments, no, I've never sold drugs to my community. If you know about the bando and you know about the DMT and all of them raves, you know that's you get me? That's your people. That's your people at their rallies.
But you know what though, yeah? I feel like saying, Leon, yeah, I feel like saying, you see what both of you are saying? It's needed on both sides. You need the dialogue.
Yeah.
Then you also need to hit them with entertainment. You also need to hit them with the music. Understand? With the role play, with the short films and all of that.
It's real. There's bare different ways. There's bare different ways to skin a cat still.
It's not one way, bro. It's not one way, and neither one of you are wrong. You're both right. You understand? You're both right. It has to get hit from different angles still. It's a different angle thing still.
Yeah.
Yeah, come out. My thing ain't just talking down our man still, but it's just talking the truth, innit? Saying what it is, fam. Like I said, fam. If man was a shotter, fam. If I was a shotter, fam, and I'm hearing man in their rhymes describe how I get my drugs into the country, I'm looking at man like he's a waste man, fam. Man's G'ing up my thing, fam.
But this is the thing, though. In our culture, that is glorified. Remember, Rick Ross has set the tone, fam.
Even
and he's a correctional officer. So I'm saying the thing's a joke. It's some big joke thing, fam. The people them who's making the most money off of it as well ain't even us, fam. Some joke thing, blood.
You.
Fam, more than anyone else, I get onto the prison for profit labels that are that are involved in this. But what I'm saying is, when I call out this thing, I call out this thing in a 16 bar. I call out this thing in the same language that them men are speaking. You know, like that. Like me, I feel like being an example for me as an artist is going to be much more powerful than me even having to say nothing. Like, you hear Tendai Mari, I don't need to talk, fam.
That's a banger, man. That's a banger.
When you hear Broken People, I don't need to talk. When you hear Broken Silence, I don't need to talk. Yeah. You know, like that. Yeah. Man see the thing and man know the thing. Yeah. And man respect the thing. Yeah. You know, like that.
But a part of me though, Ras, a part of me to be real with man as well though, fam, is like, I hear what you're saying, still speaking their language and all of them things there. But the next part of me is like, raw. As I said, fam, me, I was inspired by the people them who done their thing, innit? Who done their own thing. So the next part of me is like, raw, let them learn my language then, innit? And if it's a war, it's a war thing, innit? I don't want it to be a war, you know, fam. But man's already declaring war on the community though, fam. Them man there's already declaring war, fam, in their lyrics. So I'm saying, alright, cool, you do your thing. That's fucking up all of us, fam, and our children. And then you get rich and take your little family out of the ends what you just polluted, while I'm still here in the field with all the man them who's looking to stab up anything what looks like them. Now, so I'm gonna do my thing, innit? I'm gonna at least put the narrative out there that I don't think what man's doing is cool, innit? I'm gonna at least start there, innit? And if anything happens to man after that, at least when I'm buried, hopefully a set of people will be like, rah, my man was talking some realness, you know, fam. What we actually doing is we actually killing the people them who's trying to look out for man. And we glorifying the people them who's actually dissing us and saying what they want to do with our baby mother. What's wrong with us? Yeah. Man's supposed to provide some type of example like that's gonna make man actually check manself, fam. If man gotta take one car, I'm being real, fam. All of my heroes, fam, they met a gruesome death, you get me? Because they're doing what they believe is right, and people them don't want them to do what's right, innit? but they had the heart to continue on, knowing that might be their fate. You get me? So I'm saying fuck that, fam. I'm gonna do my thing, innit? I'm gonna do my thing still, and that's the energy that I'm trying to attract. You get me? That's the people that I'm trying to move. You get me? That's the people that I'm trying to inspire, fam. Inspire.
Yeah.
You get me? I want the youth them to learn my language, fam, and follow by Iron Man. You get me? Because I know I'm trying to do something what I believe is right. I ain't gonna try and follow their language because I feel like they're fucking up right now, fam.
Yeah.
You get me?
But for me, I'm trying to reach them, innit? That's my main thing, innit? Do you get it? So like you've got your way, and you might even acknowledge that you might reach less of them that way. You know, like that.
But I feel like
me, I'm trying to reach them. And like the thing is, everything you're saying, you can't really lie and say that my lyrics don't represent that. You know, like that. So that's how man represents that. I represent that through the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I represent that through word, sound, and power. I represent that when I spit my bars. That's when I represent that. You know, like that. I don't like, and that's the best way for me to represent that. Other than that, I'm working with my brothers. I'm meeting them where they're at, and I'm trying my best to get through to them. You know, like that. I'm like, I genuinely want to get through to them, Leon. You know, like that. And I know that I've tried certain ways. I've been the fireman, Leon. I've gone and done everything in man's house. You understand, fam? And I've realized that when I was doing that in my community, I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But then when I started to realize, you know what? Yeah, the youths are somewhere, I'm somewhere. If I can find some form of middle ground, and then through my lyrics show them the other side, then I feel that that's going to be more powerful in the long run. And that's what I'm in this for. I'm in this for the long run. You know what I'm saying? Cause truces and ceasefires, that's man's whole life.
Ain't gonna front Russ, fam. Man's inspired by you as well, you know, fam. And like if me compare myself to you, I'm gonna give it to man still. You've been more active than man, you get me, sir. You're more experienced in the field than me, you get me, sir. Ain't trying to write off what you're doing, you get me. I'm just telling you how my mind works, you get me, how my mind thinks, fam. You get me? So it is what it is, fam. You know, man go back and forth all the time. The only thing different now is that it's on a live stream now. You get me? People can hear while going still.
No, for me, bro. For me, like I know for a fact when you're talking about actually getting ceasefires and truces in the future, I know that the way that man's very, obviously, and that's why I feel like these conversations are a draw out online, because we're literally talking about battle plans and strategy on a live stream. We're talking to the enemy, you know, like that, fam. And that's why you won't really hear me talk about the youths too much, because I feel like what we're actually doing, is we're actually just giving ammunition to the enemy when we're talking. We've got to do this thing. This thing's got to be an action, you know, like that. And I know you're about that as well, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, it's hard for me to even talk too much. But the fact of the matter is, when you're talking about results, you know man's going to produce the results for whatever man's saying. You know what I'm saying? And like, for me, reaching the youth is the most important thing right now, for me, personally. Reaching as many of them as possible and getting them to just watch COE is the most important thing. Not what they're eating, not what music they're listening to, not what artists they like. Like, I don't want to, like, let me show you something, Leon, yeah? We have to remember when we was youth, man, innit? Yeah? And we was listening to these musics. When the uncle came along and he started banning all the music we listened to, we immediately turned off to wisdom that uncle might have had. You know what I'm saying? But if the uncle comes along and the uncle accepts man as man is, and then works with man from there, that is more effective. And I think that's the only thing that I feel like...
I feel it's different for different people still. Okay, ain't gonna front. For me, it was different, you know, fam. I used to hide. Like I said,
But you see your effect, what you're dealing with right there, Raspect. Yeah, I feel like, say, for the youth, and for a man coming from that whole 18 to around about 30s, that's calm. You see what Leon's talking about? I believe that's more of a man that's coming, or a woman that's coming out in their 30s, going to a bit of an older age group. You understand? I feel like, say, there's different kind of narratives you hit for different people, different age groups. So you're both right. This is what keeps on going back to it. You're both right, bro. Yeah. It's just that you're talking about both two different demographics. That's all it is.
And you're right, you know, Leon.
That's all it is.
If you check what you're saying there, if you check most of the black parents, like, they're gonna be in categoric
alliance and
agreements with what you're saying.
Yeah,
like
facts.
all of the parents there.
Facts.
But if we're talking about the youths, they might more understand where I'm coming from when it comes to reaching their generation. So I feel like we're just talking about two different demographics right now. Right now, you're dealing with the voice of the older demographic. You know,
this is what gets to me in this whole thing, in this whole community, bro. Man, them are all talking the same thing, but we're literally talking about the plan. You just do that bit there, you do that bit there, we unite it. It's class. Like, I don't even understand the thing. What's going on here, bro? I'm telling you. This thing is easier than man them are making it out, bro.
Yeah.
Like literally, man, we just came up with a solution.
No, don't get twisted. Me and Leo doing this on the phone all the time. You know? Okay. People, you know, I just hear it on a live stream. You get me?
No.
I love how people are trying to part a brother against the brother.
No, my brother, man. How you mean, man? My brother, man. I know in the comment sections, isn't it?
Fuck the comments,
man. Yeah, this is how brothers build. You understand? This is how brothers build.
This is powerful,
this is just iron sharp of iron.
This is what I'm saying.
Me and Leon, we're on the same team.
Yeah.
We know we're on the same thing. When you listen to my lyrics, you listen to what he's saying, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But I might just say it in a different way because I'm trying to reach a different demographic.
Different horses for different courses, bro. That's literally what this is, right?
I said different horses, you know.
Literally.
But
bro, I swear to you, bro, it's literally that. Because I'm hearing what you're talking about is 100 when you're talking about the older generation. When I'm saying the older generation, I'm talking someone that's just a bit more enlightened, lived a bit longer, and just looking at life in a different kind of way. May even have youths on the way or have a youth in it. But what Ras is saying, that's the way how man's really gonna touch the youth, then, you know. Because my members being on the block, when people coming them around and talking about Bible this and Bible that, or change your life, come to the youth center and all of this, and man hears it, but man doesn't hear it.
I'm looking to roll up on a bunch of youths who's talking that crap and punch them up, fam. I mean, and dash man in a van, fam, and tell man, fix up your life for you, boy. Man, look at that, yeah, did a gun buck, check with everything, fam. I'm gonna say any designer garments what you're wearing, any designer garments what you're wearing that ain't contributing to man's benefit, fam. Strip with that, fam. Run down the street naked, fam. Wait, what? Warfare, the minute, what? What are you saying?
The other day I had a meeting with some of the prominent Brumheads, and blood. That's why I don't even like talking online. But we was talking about the situation, and obviously, fam, this is why I say like it's not even a conversation thing. But we have to be in the position as a community to identify bad weeds and know how to neutralize whatever the problem is. You understand? Now, obviously, we have to start that with reasoning. You know what I'm saying?
I want to just say that. I think that's where man should start from. Try and reason. Try and find the middle ground first. But
it might come to a point where the community says that this person has to leave. You know what I'm saying? That might be and the man might. You know what I'm saying? But like, see all of that. That is just like we have to mobilize. We have to centralize. We have to organize. We have to rise. And like with me, it's like when we're rolling up on these youths, like. I know, that most of them, right now, fam, are gonna respond to progression, So if we're showing them progression, if we're showing them, I don't know, business or you know what I'm saying, ways to like, we need to be teaching them about stuff.
Because you know what it is, fam. You know what it is. It's like you see, like when you go onto the street and you see them, they're called chuggers, charity muggers, or cheggers, charity beggars. And they just come in man's path. It's like they know that nobody don't want to talk to them, but they're coming and forcing themselves on people. And let's do something good. It's like it's got that type of filter, man. You get me? Where I feel like I run up on you on the thing of let me help you, and you might be looking at me, and he's got his £1,000 outfit on. He might be looking at me like, who's this dusty you trying to tell me he's gonna help me? If helping me is getting me to be like this, brother, then fuck that, fam. And for me, I'll be like, rah. I ain't saying that I'm a dusty nigga still. I ain't dusty still, but I'm saying like, rah, for me, I'll be like, yo, I don't feel like I want to do that, you know, fam. I don't feel like I really want to like walk up to man. But as I said, everybody's different, and they're good at doing other things what a next person might not be good at. But as like you said, as long as we go into the same destination, and we feel like we can get there from different angles, then it probably could work. You get me? But I'm just saying for myself, I don't see the sense.
Let me give you the best example. Yeah, we got to Brixton Hill. Yeah, we got to Brixton Hill Estate. It was with my brother Matt. Yeah, he started to shout like Leon basically, but more passionate. yeah, burn the drill, man, them. Burn the drill. We're on.
That's what I'm saying, fam. I ain't saying that, man. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying when man's reasoning. I'm saying when man's reason. I ain't like that, fam. I ain't like, cause that's just hostile from the start.
I'm not, bro. Listen, I'm
No,
not
cause
saying.
you said like me in it. That's not my strategy, fam. I won't go to a man who's minding his business and tell a man bun drill. I'm saying my thing is I'm not gonna be apologetic to man and ain't gonna be sympathetic to man who's preaching fuckery in it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If man gets into a if man's engaged in a conversation, I'm not gonna be frightened to tell man that man's actually, if man break down the thing and really look at the thing, man's selling out the thing, fam. What you saying? I'm gonna deal with man straight, fam. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna pretty up nothing because I'm afraid of hurting a man's feelings. That's not afraid of hurting other people's feelings, fam. Like I said, them man talk the most crud blood. So I don't see why they're gonna be frightened a man to tell them that what you're talking is crud blood. Why you ain't supposed to say that?
Yeah. No, it's you can say that, but it's how you say that. So me, I wouldn't be on a public platform like for ego and for fame with Young Spray and that, talking to them man like that. But when I spoke to Young Spray one-on-one, I told him what time it is because that's when the ego ain't there. So it's just like
even when you was on a panel though, you pulled him up a few times though.
Yeah, I pulled him up a few times.
Because he was saying some dumb shit from you. Like what did he say? He said something about it's karma or something like that. They use them stabbing each other's karma. And you was like, it ain't gonna be karma when it's you.
Yeah,
but he was wilding though when he said that, and it's real talk, fam.
No, 100%. That's what I'm saying.
But true man stubborn, and in man's pride, man didn't want to acknowledge that man's making a point, so he's still like, nah, it's still gonna be calm. Like, who's good? Like I said, fam, that's what I'm saying. That's the level of appeasing. When you go for your life trying to appease, man, that's the level it takes, man, fam. It makes man feel comfortable believing and saying stupid shit, fam. Cause man's been getting away with it for so long, fam, to the point where even when they know that what there's like, when they're consciously aware that they're saying something stupid, man are still gonna continue and go ahead and say it because they're just used to it, fam. They're comfortable saying dumb shit, you get me? And not getting checked.
Yeah. Well, like, let me give you a good example, yeah. On that panel, you had Skingo and AM, yeah. Like, I didn't get onto them, yeah, but we did tell them about Mansa Musa. The next song that they made was called Mansa Musa. Now, them men are still out there making their music. You know what I'm saying, fam? But like that day, we was able to impart some knowledge on them. Like, and for everyone listening, yeah, and that thinks that I'm on the other side of Leon, like in real life, when Leon came and filmed me on the panel with Gangsta rappers, like Young Spray and them, man, I did stick it on them, you know, like that. I did tell man it's not gonna be calm, but I can't lie, man drew me out with his ignorance. Like I wanna try, I would have much rather been able to have a calmer conversation and explain it to a brother in a better way. But he did draw me out where like man had to speak with passion, you get me, and show man what time it is. But I just don't want man to feel like I'm just
preaching to man.
Yeah,
that's man what to do.
It's that balance of preaching and putting yourself in like Leon, this is where it is, yeah. It's the balance of preaching or putting myself in a position with the person where I can really get through to them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you still. But what I'm saying is I don't wanna. I wanna be able to get through to man as well, you know, fam. But there's certain things that I ain't trying to compromise, fam. I ain't trying to appease man, and I ain't trying to compromise the truth just because man wanna. Like I'm not looking at man like man's the say like the fate of the community depends on you. Just because you keep it up fuckery in the community, fam, man can delete you also. Man's also got that option, fam. You can also be deleted as well, you get me? Don't get the thing twisted. Don't feel like man that you're so special that man has to do everything to make you change your mind. Otherwise the whole community is fucked, fam. Like, man have to get that in their mind as well at the same time, fam. It's a real thing, fam. Like, man is really like trying to affect the future of man's youths that's coming behind. Like I said, fam, enough of these man take their money and go and live away from all of the fuckery what they're creating, fam. You get me? So I'm saying, I'm saying, yeah, I'm looking at you like you could potentially be food as well, you get me? Like, know what you're doing in it. Obviously, all of us have gone through a certain level where we've been on the road and we've committed certain type of fuckeries and we've been part of the problem ourselves in it. But if we've given the opportunity to turn man's life around, if you hear some wisdom, fam, you're supposed to take that, fam. You're supposed to acknowledge that at least, you get me? But if you're being stubborn, fam, and you're still on the fuckery thing, then I'm looking at man like man's a straight sellout, fam. Man's a pagan, innit? Man's a devil, innit? Because you're really just trying to make sure that you propagate fuckery if you mean it's going to benefit your personal pocket. at the expense of the rest of us, fam. Your man's a sellout, fam. It is what it is, isn't it? That's what I'm saying still.
I think I can make that. You see me, Leon, I can make that equation once I've spoken to a man, innit? Like once I've tried to reach a man personally, and that's what the jobs. That's why I'm not trying to talk too much, because if you can see what man's doing, but talking strategy plans online, it's a draw out, innit? But if you can see what man's doing, I'm putting myself in a position where I can personally find out if man's on it or not. And obviously, if man's not on it, I don't want to talk too much. But obviously, you know where it is, Leon. Man get deleted, innit? Man can get deleted. Like man can get exposed. But I don't want to be online making videos, chatting about man and I don't know, creating.
Ain't mention no one's name. You don't even have to make like you know my thing already, fam. Man ain't got to mention name because it's a spirit. You get me? It's a mannerism. It's a way of doing things. That's what man's trying to highlight. You get me? Because the youth them are gonna pick up the same behavior patterns. You get me?
No, but fam, you have to understand your balance with your thing. So you can burn a fire in a certain way. This thing. If I start burning a fire, it's gonna be very live and direct. Like I'm gonna start pulling up. But man will pull up to where man's shows are and shut them down like it's a G-walk. Like man will shut down everyone's career. Like, but I don't want to talk like this. But if it's that, man can shut down man's thing. Like man will bring 500, 1,000 people outside your show saying your show's not gonna go off because the community is saying that you're a detriment. And we've already tried to reach you. You're not listening. So it's a lock-off thing. Like that's like, but I don't really want to talk battle plans and tactics. I want to find out where man are at, yeah, and that's why, that's why man will reserve my mouth, but people will see in the actions in it, and I guarantee the actions will produce fruits. That's what I can guarantee. My actions, not my words, my actions, and that's through my songs. That's through what man does in the streets, and that hopefully is through who man's able to inspire, and how many people man's actually able to take from that life. Yeah, of rapping that fuckery to actually rapping about something else. That is going to be the measure of success for me. How many people man can take from that life, yeah, and actually have that chemical change inside them, where like Malcolm X, there was a pimp, and now they're speaking for the people. That's what
that's how come I ain't fully turn my back on people. You get me? Because my own personal thing as well. Obviously, I ain't trying to get into my personal life, but man like Malcolm X is an example that man can go from being fully backwards and detrimental to being one of the brightest shining stars for your peoples. You get me? So I ain't fully written man off still. But Malcolm X, he had to get harsh speaking to. You get me? Before he reformed himself. You get me? At least he had to go to prison as well. You get me?
I've seen it on these roads, but I've seen man do the harsh speaking thing and the youth locks off. Yeah, and then the next day, find out the youth's dead. You know, like that. Man's trying, like the youths are actually dying. You know, like that. Man's trying to reach them. And I know that everyone's gonna have different powers and different ways. So I know that the voice of the parents needs to be heard. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the voice of understanding. Like I get where you're at. I'm on that one. I understand. Don't have to explain nothing to me. I get it. But do you know about J.A. Hoover? Do you know about going to a pro, my brother? Have you ever heard of Willie Lynch before? Like that's what I'm on, innit? I'm on this thing. I get you, but and as we raise the education, like, oh bro, like you're gonna make that talk, yeah. Like you see me, fam. You see me, yeah, fam. Like, and obviously it's not a thing now, innit? This is a movie screen, innit? But like you see certain youths that are bad youths in the end. Like I don't think man should talk about them. Yeah, I genuinely think, yeah, like obviously this is a movie. This is just a scenario. This ain't real life, innit? Yeah, but I genuinely.
I hear you, man. You ain't even got to go there, man. I hear you, man. I hear you loud and clear, fam. I hear you loud and clear, man.
I'm gonna say that. You drew me out now.
I hear you loud and clear, man. You ain't gonna say nothing, man.
It don't matter. But what I'm saying is, yeah, man should actually be sat down. You get me? Grab a man, sit him down. You know what I'm saying? Show man all of the things, show man college, show man the history, show man Willie Lynch. And then when man goes back out there with knowing that information, depending on man's actions, man knows how to react with that now, innit? You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that's in as simple terms as man can say it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I believe that with our youth, it's gonna be a big battle. but I know there's a lot of people licking out against them, and I know that it's not always having
and
the
yeah,
desire.
and this is what I'm saying, because I don't want man to get man twisted, fam. Man ain't trying to lick out against people. It's ideas man's licking out against. You know this in Jamaica, man's got the out and bad lifestyle thing, or the phrase, the little catchphrase from a long time. Man say out and bad, out and bad. My thing, I'm trying to pop off the out and good thing. You get me? You know, people try and make you feel shame for doing something good.
Come on.
For doing something what you think is good. People try to make you ashamed, you know, fam. So I want to get into people's mind that just because you're trying to do something good, it don't mean that man can feel like they can come and deal with you a certain way, like you're a pum pum or something. You get me? So man's on this out and good thing, same way. You get me? Like bold. Men say out, because man say out and bad because they're trying to be bold with their badness, where they know they're coming from a place where it was usually frowned upon to do something bad in public. You're supposed to be ashamed and embarrassed, but they wanted to make it popular to be bad, like literally be bad, as if they're trying to bring in paedophilia and all of these type of things. But that's a badness. I don't know. I ain't heard no one saying they want to be out and bad. Paedophile, this me I say. I ain't heard no one say that yet, you know, fam. Man, I'm selective with that thing, you get me. But I'm saying out and good, innit? So met people who say they're good have the same conviction, have the same determination, have the same sense of bravery and courage to be good in public. You get me? That's what I'm saying still. Put that out there as a mentality and then see how it goes from there. Because then people ain't supposed to feel as brazen that they can come and sing some slack lyrics around, man, as if man's gonna nod my head and clap when he's singing that to man. You're supposed to expect man to say, yeah, idiot, what are you telling me that for? You see, you want to do what to my baby mother? Are you taking me for idiot? My baby mother. That's the worst thing for man. Man spend the most time talking about what they want to do to other people's women.
Be a bit honest. I take the lyric a bit too personal. But
I'm taking it personal, fam. I'm taking it personal, fam. My baby mother, they're trying to move to you, get me?
Your baby mother they was talking about all our God, but
it's mine. It's all of us. It's all of us.
Tell us I'm afraid I write the lyric. I'm not thinking about your baby mother. You never even know.
Yo, fam, yo, fam. I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying.
I'm saying. I'm gonna continue on still. I'm gonna go deeper into the thing. Man spend more time talking about what they're gonna do to other people. Let me not say mine, then talking about what they're gonna do to other people's baby mother. Then they talk about how much they love their own baby mother. That's how gone man is in man's mind, you know, fam. Ain't heard man say one love song yet about their woman or their mother, about how they love their you or anything like that. It might be there still. But I'm saying I've heard way more tunes about how they're gonna do things to other people's mum or other people's baby mother that they don't want to happen to their mother. Some fucking man's dealing with it.
For me, if I'm honest, a lot of the things you're talking about are more rife in the USA than the UK. Like if you look at the UK, we got Stormzy up there, we got Dave up there, Bugsy Malone. Most of the dons up there in the UK are quite balanced dons, you know. Wretch, Get and Kano are doing their thing right now. Like D Double, that's the grime scene.
I don't even think that's of an older generation you're talking about now, though.
Even Stormzy, Dave, these are all the new AJ Tracy.
Dave is young, but Stormzy's of age.
J Huss is making a big transition. Gone back to Islam, but obviously going through something right now as well. I want to reach out to him differently, but he's probably got a lot of people around him. But there's a lot of man in our industry. If we're talking about the music, I think there's some drill youths that are saying some dumb stuff in it, and a lot of them are some young youths who are lost, and a lot of them are dying out before they can even get the time to wake up. Because those little youths, the reason why, Leon, obviously you know as well, at one point, those little youths was us. You know what I'm saying? They was exactly the same as us in it. But we managed to have the time, and some people sometimes had patience with us, that was able to wake us up and then get us to be who we are today. So the same patience that certain people had with me, Leon, I'm trying to execute on the youths that are just like me. I think that's what the essence of my energy is. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, fam, ain't right enough, man. The same thing like what people say. I sound like one of them preacher who said that they don't hate Batman, but they hate the act. You get me? But so my thing is man's fully burning fire on the mentality that you're supposed to glorify detrimental behavior to your community, fam. Man's fully burning fire on that, fam, and they can't quench, fam. Ain't appeasing. If man take that personal, that's on them. They got to deal with that, fam, and work that out. You get me? That's not my responsibility, fam. A man can come and fix that, but man, if they want to do that, you get me? A man's making sure I'm on this out and good thing, fam. A man's burning a fire on anyone who's trying to glorify badness, fam. Cause it's not productive, fam. It's counterproductive. You get me?
Out of all of the artists that you think is burning a fire on that, say your top 5.
Who's burning a fire on what? Fuckery.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Fam, I listen to old school reggae music nowadays, fam.
Trust.
Roots and culture, fam. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm beating more time. You get me? I don't know, fam. Like real talk, fam. More time. It's when I hear a commercial tune playing or something, minute, and I'm hearing the crowd, fam. I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to, fam? This thing is making me vex, you know, fam.
I would tell you, that Stormzy is definitely doing that.
I've heard. You see the Davey what you're talking about. I've heard him say certain tune that I'm like, yeah, I like that. I like that still.
There's Dave, but even Stormzy, like I rate Stormzy because I just came out with Stormzy Publishing. That youth came up from like nothing with a serious marketing plan, and he put bare dons on. You know, like that. So when you're talking about Stormzy, you're talking about a whole bloody empire. Really, he's got a Mercury Festival and all of that.
That's true.
Then Dave, he's another one that changed the game. Yeah, I think if you look at like, obviously, I'm gonna plug the people into my little brother King Wisdom. Yeah, he's a serious young youth that's rapping them sort of things there. You understand? Because what I'm trying to say is we have to know and we have to support the ones in the UK that are doing that. I'm one of the people, Leon, that could have gone. I've been offered deals that I know dons, you know, like that, fam. But I know it's a sellout thing for me because I'm not talking about. I don't like to talk about anyone else because I don't know where everyone's knowledge is. I don't know what everyone's experience is. So I don't wanna talk about everyone else till I've spoken to everyone else. You know, like that.
What you saying? They want to change your music and make certain type of music and all them things.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about, fam. Because if you was to then take that deal, what ain't supposed to call you a sellout?
They got creative control still. They got creative control. But bro, by that analogy, the reason why, and it's gonna sound crazy, but by that analogy, I think that everyone that's like even in the system's a sellout. You know what I'm saying? Because this government,
anyone who does something that they don't want, that they don't necessarily want to do, but they believe is detrimental. Furthermore, they believe is detrimental to their people or them, but they're only doing it because they're getting a pay. That's the textbook dictionary definition of sellout, fam. You're selling out your principles for money, fam.
But you know what the key thing is there. They know it's detrimental to them. So what I'm saying is, you had people like Ice Cube or certain rappers, and they was rapping and they didn't know it was detrimental. And when someone was able to reach them and show them it was detrimental, their music changed. So I'm trying to be the guy who can reach them to show them it's detrimental, because we don't know if they're a sellout. That's why I'm saying we got to speak to them, because until you've spoken to someone, that's when you know my man's a sellout, because he knows what's going on and he's doing this deliberately. But you have to establish that, and that's what I'm saying. And so by that,
you know what we're gonna have to do. You know what we're gonna have to do. One day we're gonna have to just run some rhythm one day, you know, fam, and just listen to the lyrics. Then you get me, and then I feel like. By certain lyrics, I might be able to tell if a man's a sellout or not still. I'll definitely be able to tell if man's a rap snitch, fam. There's a way more bag of rap snitches than there is sellouts still. There's a bag of rap snitches, fam. Man are G'ing up the thing hard, fam. And they want to see people go to prison.
You have to be honest with the people then. Because in the tune G Code, that content over everything shot that's coming out tomorrow, what's the main emphasis? What's the bar in it? It's telling the youth them, are you drillers or are you snitches?
Yeah, I need to listen back to it still. A long time I made that tune, you know, fam.
Yeah. In that tune there, man's licking out against it. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like, but the way man's licking out against it is.
You remind them, man, to stay on code.
You get it, fam. So like.
That's what I'm doing as well, fam. But some people, this the only way they air it. You get me?
Like we don't hit him if we know that they ain't involved. And watch what you're spitting on these intros. Are you a driller or a stitch broker? Every time you spit, it's like they're giving piggies info.
It's real talk, man.
I'm telling man the thing, you know, fam. Man's getting the knowledge, but they're getting it just from a different way. It's what you're saying, but it's now in a different vehicle that might be able to even get to a different part of the brain. You know what I'm saying? Have man rapping that himself. You know, like that, have man saying it himself and actually realizing what man's saying. Because Leon, you know this, innit? Some stuff that people said to you, when you heard it in a reggae tune or in a lyric, it resonated more.
Yeah, cause man can remember it more as well. Treat rhymes and that.
So what I'm doing is everything that you've said today on with your vocals, I'm saying it on the rap rhythm for you.
Yeah.
I'm your UK Buju Banton. That's what Shaka Ra calls, man, isn't it? The UK answer to Capo.
Okay.
So that's how man's dealing with it. Man's dealing with it with the word, sound, and power. And when I say the same language, I'm saying that I'm talking in a musical language. They speak music,
Okay.
I speak music.
Okay.
You understand? And a lot of the time,
yeah, it's embarrassing. As long as
Leon, I ain't even trying to do it. But you see, if I go to a grime set and I start spitting bars, when everyone else is spitting, they're jumping and shouting. You see, when I spit, yeah, everyone stops.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, no one don't want the mic more time, fam. You know, like that.
Truth is just hit them.
And the reason why is because sometimes my lyrics make people feel uncomfortable and embarrassed. Like, you get me? So it's just like you with your words. But it ain't my intention to embarrass, man, though. I'm just spitting what's coming from my heart. You know, like that. I'm just spitting the conversation that I'm having with Leon. I'm just spitting my thoughts. Sometimes my thoughts are even where they are. Because obviously, man's from it, innit? So, like, and, you know, when your family's, like, it is where it is, innit? Man's forever, you know what I'm saying? Sticking to the code, innit? You know what I'm saying? But man's just trying to better the community. That's the main thing. The main thing is man's trying to better the community.
We're gonna reason tomorrow. I'm gonna call you tomorrow still, car. Dep on the road tomorrow still. Some filming business we're trying to sort out still, but I'm a sharp man tomorrow still. Right now, I'm supposed to be sleeping a long time ago still.
All right.
Let me, man, for rest still. You say you're gonna continue on?
Yeah, I'm gonna fire one up now still. I'm gonna fire one up. But are you listening though?
Go on.
Big up yourself though. Big up content over everything. Iron sharp of iron. You know where it is. Yeah, big up my brother every time. I want a good one-on-one with my brother. You get me?
What you mean, fam?
Sound and power every time, fam. And
let them know you got a glimpse. You got a glimpse today of how me and Raspect reason, fam. You be on the phone for hours, fam. Going back and forth. You get me?
All 6 hours to the point where we can't call each other, because if we do
that's what I'm saying. Certain times when I see Raspect ringing, fam, I say, I can't even answer that phone call there, fam. I'm gonna have to tie a string to my head and make the phone just log onto my ears. You get me? So I can use my hands and do stuff. You get me? I know it's gonna be a long one. You get me?
Yeah, I'll put the link in your back chat, innit?
Yeah. Pull it in. Yeah. Check the chat, man. Pull it in your, what's it called? In the main chat, man.
What? I can't put comments in the main chat.
What you doing? You're on your phone, innit?
No, well, let me try it now, innit? What you? Yeah, there it is still. I don't know if it's gone through though. I think I got.
You have to be a mod, innit?
Well, you want to make me a mod for 10 seconds?
What was that laughter?
I don't know.
Someone slapped him P. You man like third option. Come on, my brother. Yeah, let me make you a mod. Let me make you a mod real quick, man. Make sure you don't abuse the system and start blocking and timing out people, you know.
Oh, man, you know me already. I respect it. Well, like that. I respect any platform, man. Go on, man. I have to respect the person.
I'm ramping, man. But on the real, I ain't ramping though as well. Cause I made my brother a mod for one time for a minute, fam. Man, the first thing you done is block CLI live. You get me? I told him don't block no one, you know, fam. I said, hey yo, don't block no one, you know, fam.
Belly Vision. Belly Vision. Big up Belly Vision. Big up content over everything. Big up everyone in the chat. Yeah, big up all the fire lines and lionesses, you know. I see you. Yeah, big up all the family. Even the, you get me? Yeah. But yeah, big up content over
I said even that.
But big up content over everything. Make sure you press the like button, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let everybody know, fam. Yeah. Content over everything.
Raspect, you mean?
Big up Getty still. As well, you know?
You mean, fam? The legendary. Man come down and showered the thing, you know, fam. That's been the outro ever since still. And come down spontaneously from the shower the thing. Content over everything. From your melanin. Yo, the place went crazy, fam. I had to wheel up that heavy. The mad thing still.
G ciphers go down in world history still.
Yeah, ain't gonna front at the beginning as well. Man was anti. I was anti. I was like, why's the man then coming and rapping in the park, man? I'm trying to air some reasoning. Man, I'm bringing it. And when man said that, when man said that bar there, I was like, yo, I'm involved still. I had bias, still ain't gonna front. Because then even after that, man was like, content over everything. I was like, yo, them man know how to sweep me and all, fam. No homo. No homo. Them man know how to sweep me still, because I was anti. I went to film discussions, you get me? And the man was like, yo, come and we could have a little session, you get me? Like, saying that, man, come and do it. I come round to it in the end still. I come round in the early.
Pick up, yeah, because you're one of the realest ones we know, blood, and we've all got mad love for you, blood. You get me? And I think you know, blood, even in different places in the world, blood. I'm here with El Capo now. You get me? Ain't never met you in real life, but he rates content over everything, though. You know what I'm saying? He said, yo, Ras, that's what he said, Ras, that's, you know, like.
But you know what? Let me even say it, innit, Carl? It's a real one, innit?
Come on.
Yeah, for real. You know what, Leon, yeah? On a different one, big up to you, brother. Yeah. Differently. Before I tapped in with the UK thing, man was only listening to the American team, to the Sarnetters and all the rest. You know how the thing goes already, innit? And man was fine looking for a UK vibe, seeing who's pushing out the content, who's pushing out the information. And to be honest, you're the only one that really pushes it out in the way that I appreciate it the most, innit? So I say thank you to you. You understand?
Appreciate that.
What you're doing. You know the ones there. I wish you nothing but greatness, bro. Come on. This is just the beginning. I swear down. I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
And this is our power. This is our power. Yeah, when I say G grinders, yeah, when I say power, when I say generals, yeah, this brother himself as well, Leon, like powers. I can't even say nothing, bro. Yes, but his powers. I linked him at the Red Pill Blue Pill event. You know, like that, fam. And it was just a love thing for man came out of the place, fam. You know, like that. And even me, blood. You know, like that. But like, you know, when the man them show, man, yo, Ras, man, seen your thing. You know, like that. It just makes man know, oh, that's another brother. So we bucked afterwards, and anyway, we end up linking Red Pill, Blue Pill. He don't end up going his way. You know what I'm saying? And then man wanted to go studio. My brother drove all the way back. Yeah, man's driving up Quay, you know, blood. Yeah, and picked up Red Pill and Blue Pill, brought us down to the studio, and we had a nice studio session. And he dropped them back to the bases. He always does big up content over everything. Big up all of my you, man. I swear down, fam. I'm a bit emotional when I'm saying it. You know, like that, fam. I got so much love for the real people around, man, fam.
Don't cry. No,
people are rare, fam. You know, like that, fam.
It's real.
And no, real talk, fam. Real talk.
It's true.
Real people are rare, fam. And that's why I got enough love for a lot of the people in the Lions Den as well. Because you see, like on this journey, you know what I'm saying? You meet so much different energies in it. And I can say, like, Leon, off the bat, like, I like Leon. It was off the first time we met. It was just that.
Yeah.
The first time we met, it's like we knew each other for time. Like, you would never felt, but people thought we was brothers in the park. Where's your brother? Yeah. That's how real it was. Yeah, and blood, we've met like twice, but there was never no, and even when I met you, it was the same energy. Yeah. And it's brothers like us, I swear, with all the different ways that we speak, because one youth is gonna react to what Leon says. Yeah. The next youth's gonna react to what Capo says. Yeah, and he's got a lot to bring to the table. People are gonna see. Yeah, my man ain't gonna do the talking, the chattings. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Big up the little Dan. Yeah, like and next you might hear one of my tunes, and it might make him write something different. Like, we're all gonna definitely reach the youths them, and it's just like I'm just glad. Sometimes I look at them youths that are talking all the fuckery that you're talking, Leon, and I think, blood, our community is just, you get me? It's peak. But then when I look around and I see the real brothers around, man, I know, fam, that there's some very, very good examples out here. You know what I'm saying? And the more we mobilize and the more we be the example, even more than the chattings. Because Leon, more you can talk the thing, but blood, you don't even you're a man that doesn't even need to talk, blood. Yeah, just in man's essence. Yeah, man don't like the lyrics. Yeah, man will spit a different bar around, man. Yeah, like, so it's like, man, and it's Leon that always says it, fam. Man, and this was the thing with gang as well. Man don't want to look good. Yeah, man want to be good, innit? Yeah, because people's perception, that's anything. But what the real thing is, that's what's important. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So instead of looking good, I want to be good, and I want to make sure the thing's good, even if man's got to work on it for a year or 2 years in silence. Yeah, you know, like oh, you're working on an engine in a car. Even if you got to work and everyone laughs and says your car's broken down and
Yeah.
your car can't move again. Let them
Yeah.
laugh.
Yeah.
But if you work on that engine properly, when you're driving past them,
Come on.
yeah,
Come on.
so yeah, man, big up all the real ones, man.
Come on.
Right now,
Yeah.
feel
Come on, Raspect.
yeah, big up,
Yeah,
big up,
man.
big up.
Don't know my brother. Well, yeah, everybody. I put the link in there one more again, fams, before I take away the spanner. You get me? Put the link in there one more again. Everybody go log on to Raspect's one still. I'm gonna pull it on in the background and drop a sleep to that. You get me? No homo. But yeah.
All right.
See it there. Everybody jump on that. And said Leon, put the PayPal link. Hey, yo, anyone who want to slap him P, I respect for Dan for putting in money into the Bentley fund. Respect to Witness and so Bayo. Respect to everybody. There was a few different people who put in P in the Bentley fund, you know, today still on this stream here still. Respect for everybody who slapped in P in there. Keeps the thing running. You get me? I appreciate that most definitely. Anybody else who wants to do the same thing, links in the description box. Don't feel no pressure because man would have done the thing anyway, as man's been doing it. You get me? But yeah, right now this stream's gonna get locked off. Click the link.
I just posted the Streamlabs link just now.
Okay, respect my brother. Yeah, see it there in the thing there, in the comment section as well. You get me? But yeah, log on to Raspect's channel, cause that's where the thing's gonna. You seen the thing set up and running, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's running. Let's see. Yeah, it's running still.
All right, well that's where the thing's gonna be right now still. So yeah, peace to everybody for coming through, all of the viewers, all of the listeners. You get me? Everybody that contributed with comments and all of these things. Appreciate that. Yeah, we out, man. Hopefully we do a next one ASAP. But like I said, substance over spectacle. So I beg you, write some comments underneath this one and suggest what you feel will be beneficial topics to cover, you get me? And we're trying to keep the panel, well, especially with ideas, we want to keep a diverse panel when it comes to ideas, you get me? I want to hear different varying ideas and opinions so we can see what's the best solution, you get me? Man ain't frightened of no ideas. Man want to hear everything as long as man really believe it's the real thing. And then we just analyze the arguments, you get me, and see what holds the most weight, you get me? But yeah. Respect to my brother Raspect. Respect to my brother Bigger Veli. Respect to Dan. Respect to, I shouldn't have started this, you know, because everyone's gonna be like, how come you didn't say my name? I see, I'm done in there still. I'm done in there. Respect to everybody, man. We out, man. See you we. Raspect. Peace.
Peace. My brother.
Yeah, he's a good brother, man.